Welcome to Usof Reacts. Today, we're diving into the heart-wrenching and visually stunning film, The Flowers of War. Directed by Yimou and starring Christian Bale, this 2011 historical drama takes us into the depths of the Nanjing Massacre during the Second Sino-Japanese War. But this isn't just a war film, it's a story of sacrifice, humanity, and the power of hope. The Flowers of War is based on the novel 13 Flowers of Nanjing by Zhang Yan. The movie tells the story of a group of women seeking refuge in a church compound as the Japanese army invades the city of Nanjing in 1937. At the center of this story is John Miller, played by Christian Bale, an American mortician who initially hides in the church for personal safety but soon becomes an unlikely hero. To truly appreciate the Flowers of War, it's important to understand the historical context. The Nanjing Massacre, also known as the Rape of Nanjing, was one of the darkest chapters of World War II. Over a period of 6 weeks, hundreds of thousands of Chinese civilians were killed, and countless women were subjected to horrific violence. The film doesn't shy away from portraying the brutality of this event, but it also highlights the resilience of those who lived through it. Christian Bale delivers a powerful performance as John Miller, a man who starts off as a self-serving opportunist but gradually transforms into a protector. His character is contrasted with the young convent girls and a group of prostitutes who take shelter in the church. Nini, in her breakout role as Yimou, shines as the de facto leader of the women. Her portrayal is both graceful and fierce, capturing the strength and vulnerability of her character. One of the most striking aspects of The Flowers of War is its use of symbolism. The church itself serves as a sanctuary, a place of temporary safety amidst chaos. The contrast between the convent girls in their white robes and the prostitutes in their colorful cheongsams symbolizes the purity and impurity as defined by society, yet the film blurs these lines as both groups display extraordinary bravery. Yimou's use of color, light, and religious imagery adds layers of meaning to the narrative, making it a visually arresting experience. Upon its release, The Flowers of War received mixed reviews. While some praised its emotional depth and visual grandeur, others criticized it for historical inaccuracies and melodrama. However, it was China's submission for the Best Foreign Language Film at the 84th Academy Awards and won several awards, particularly for its production design and Nini's performance. An American finds refuge during the 1937 Japanese invasion of Nanking in a church with a group of women. Posing as a priest, he attempts to lead the women to safety. In 1937 China, during the Second Sino-Japanese War, a mortician, Christian Bale, arrives at a Catholic church in Nanjing to prepare a priest for burial. Upon arrival, he finds himself the lone adult among a group of convent girl students and prostitutes from a nearby brothel. When he finds himself in the unwanted position of protector of both groups from the horrors of the invading Japanese army, he discovers the meaning of sacrifice and honor. An American mortician, John Miller Bale, arrives in Nanjing in order to bury the foreign head priest of a convent for Catholic girls, just after the city was bombed and invaded by the Japanese forces. A short time after his arrival at the convent, a group of flamboyant prostitutes from the local red light district find their way to the compound looking for shelter, as foreigners and foreign institutions seem to be left alone by the marauding Japanese soldiers. While the prostitutes hide out in the cellar, Miller struggles with and finally gives in to his feelings of responsibility to protect the teenage schoolgirls, and poses as the convent's priest when the compound is repeatedly visited by Japanese soldiers looking for girls to rape. With the help of Chinese collaborator Mr. Meng Kefin, who is the father of one of the girls, he starts to repair the convent's truck in case there should be an opportunity to bring the girls out of Nanjing. Japanese Colonel Hasegawa Watabe finally promises to protect the convent. By placing guards in front of the gate, and requests that the girls sing a choral for him. After the performance, he hands Miller an official invitation for the girls to sing at the Japanese Army's victory celebration. Fearing for their safety, especially since the guard's main concern seems to be not letting any of the girls leave the compound, Miller declines. Hasegawa informs him that it is not a request, but an order, and that the girls are going to be picked up the next day. Before they leave, the Japanese soldiers count the girls and erroneously include one of the prostitutes who has strayed from the cellar looking for her cat, totaling 13. Induced by their de facto leader Yimou, the prostitutes decide to protect the girls by meeting the Japanese on their behalf. As they are only 12, the former convent priest's adopted son volunteers as well. Miller initially opposes their self-sacrificing decision, but ultimately assists in disguising them, using his skills as a mortician. The next day, the 13 are led away by the unsuspecting Japanese soldiers. After they have left, Miller hides the convent girls on the truck he repaired. Using a single-person permit Mr. Meng was able to obtain, he drives out of the town. Yimou has crafted a beautifully shot and compelling story set inside horrific events. About all I knew of this movie was it was set in 1937 China and starred Bale. Not knowing much allowed me to be completely open to the journey of the characters. This is an emotionally powerful story about people caught in circumstances for which there seems no hope of survival. The Japanese soldiers are shown as barbaric, but we do meet an officer who attempts to remain honorable, though he must do his duty to his superiors. The violence in the movie is brutal, but not graphic or gratuitous. The choices and sacrifices made by the characters never seem contrived. The arc of Bale's character may seem predictable, but it is never false or convenient to the story. All actors are excellent. Because they're foreign to me, I had no idea who they are or their other work. At the screening I attended, we were introduced to Nini, who said this was her first film. She is both beautiful and compelling. I wish her a long career. Yimou, through his daughter, told us about his journey to make this movie based on a novel, based on real events. He has told an amazing story that will stay with me for a long time. The Flowers of War is more than just a war film, it's a story about the complexities of human nature in the face of unspeakable horrors. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, there are moments of kindness, sacrifice, and hope. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of powerful dramas, or just looking for a film that will move you, this movie is definitely worth a watch. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie insights and reviews. Let us know in the comments what you thought of The Flowers of War, or if there's another film you'd like us to cover next. See you in the next video.